You got a raise, maybe you got a better job, maybe you've been promoted twice in the last 3 years, and somehow you still feel behind. Your account looks different than it did 2 years ago, but it doesn't feel different. There's a name for what's happening to you. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it is the most invisible wealth killer in existence. According to the Federal Reserve's own data, in 2024, 37% of American adults increased their monthly spending, while only 32% increased their monthly income. More people increased their spending than people increased their income. This was not a one-year anomaly. This was the third consecutive year that spending growth outpaced income growth. The money is coming in, it's just leaving faster. If you've ever gotten a raise and wondered 6 months later where the extra money went, this video is the answer. If you earn more today than you did 3 years ago, but feel like you're saving the same amount or less, this video is the answer. This is not a willpower problem. This is not a discipline problem. It is a pattern so deeply embedded in how humans respond to income increases that it has its own name in behavioral economics. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. This is video number 8 in the Wealth Fundamentals series. We've built a complete investing foundation, accounts, order, what to buy, how much, how to protect it from inflation. Every video in the series assumes one thing, that the money you're supposed to be investing actually makes it into your accounts. Lifestyle inflation is the reason it often doesn't. Today we name exactly how it works and give you 4 specific moves that stop it from happening to you. Lifestyle inflation, also known as lifestyle creep, is what happens when your spending increases at the same rate as your income. On the surface, that sounds fine. You earn more, you spend more, you enjoy more. That's the point, right? Here's the problem with that. If your spending always rises to meet your income, your savings rate never improves. You make $50,000 and save 5%. You get promoted to $70,000. Your rent goes up, your car goes up, your subscriptions go up, your dining goes up. You're still saving 5%. You make $90,000. Same pattern, same 5%. The number in your bank account is bigger. The percentage of your income building wealth is identical. This is why the U.S. personal savings rate has averaged around 4 to 5% in recent years, well below the historical average of 8.42% since 1959. People are earning more than ever and saving a smaller fraction of it. Here's the data point that most people don't believe until they see it. This is not a low-income problem. According to Lending Club, 44% of Americans earning over $100,000 a year have little or no money left after covering their monthly expenses. And according to Lend.edu's 2025 Personal Finance Survey, more than 20% of households earning over $150,000 a year still describe themselves as living paycheck to paycheck. A 6-figure income, a nice neighborhood, 2 cars, good restaurants, and still nothing left at the end of the month. This is lifestyle inflation fully deployed. The income grew, the lifestyle grew with it, the wealth did not. And here's why it accelerates at higher incomes. The categories that expand with income are not small ones. Goldman Sachs' 2025 retirement survey found that housing costs have risen from 21% to 36% of income since 2000. Healthcare from 12% to 33%. Childcare from 10% to 25%. These aren't luxury upgrades. These are structural costs that scale automatically with income. You earn more, you can afford the bigger apartment, the better school district, the car that matches the neighborhood. Each one is a reasonable individual choice. Together, they consume every dollar of every raise you've ever gotten. Quick pause. If this series has given you a framework that actually changes how you think about your money, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The next video covers something we haven't touched yet in the series, and it drops Wednesday. Let's get back to the video. Lifestyle inflation doesn't announce itself. It arises in 4 patterns, and most people don't recognize any of them until years after they're locked in. Pattern 1, subscription creep. You got a raise. You added Netflix, Spotify, a gym membership, a meal kit delivery, 2 streaming services, a cloud storage upgrade, and a news subscription. Each one is $10, $15, $20 a month. None of them feel like decisions. Together, they're $150 to $200 a month, $1,800 to $2,400 a year, gone on autopilot. Pattern 2, the housing anchor. Every time income increases, the next lease renewal pushes higher. The next apartment is a little bigger. The next neighborhood is a little better. Housing is the single largest category in the average American household budget, and it's the one that's the hardest to reverse once you've committed. Pattern 3, you get a promotion. You trade up. New car, new payment, new insurance rate. The payment ends in 5 years, but 5 years later, another promotion, another trade up. The car payment never actually ends. It just resets. Pattern 4, social spending drift. Your income goes up, your friend group shifts slightly, the restaurants get better, the vacations get longer, the rounds at the bar don't get split the same way. Nobody decided this for you, it just drifted. And drifting is exactly how lifestyle inflation works. Not one big decision, 100 small ones. Here's what stops lifestyle inflation. Not willpower, not a budget spreadsheet, not cutting out lattes. A system, 4 moves in order. Move number 1, always pay yourself first. Before your raise hits your checking account, redirect it. The moment you get a salary increase your 401k contribution by the same percentage as the raise. If you got a 5% raise, increase your contribution by 5%. You never see the extra money in your account. You never learn to spend it. It goes directly to building wealth before lifestyle inflation ever has a chance to claim it. This is the single highest leverage move available to you at every raise. Move number 2, the 50% rule on bonuses. Every time you receive money above your normal income, a bonus, a tax refund, a side income, 50% goes immediately to savings or investing. 50% goes to whatever you want. No guilt on the spending half, no negotiating on the saving half. The 50% rule removes the decision entirely. You've already decided. Move 3, audit your subscriptions every 6 months. Set a calendar reminder every 6 months. Pull up your bank statement and list every reoccurring charge. Cancel anything you have not used in the last 30 days. The average American pays for services they don't actively use. This is found money sitting in your account waiting to be reclaimed. Move 4. Delay lifestyle upgrades by at least 30 days. Whenever you feel the pull to upgrade something, a new apartment, a new car, or even a new piece of tech, wait 30 days before committing. Not forever, just 30 days. If you still want it after 30 days and the math works out, by all means, please do it. But the most impulsive lifestyle upgrades don't survive a 30-day wait. The urgency fades, the upgrade loses its appeal, but the money stays. Here's what the decision actually costs. You get a $5,000 raise, you spend the full $5,000 on lifestyle upgrades, versus you get a $5,000 raise, you redirect $2,500 into your Roth IRA and invest the rest. That $2,500 invested in an index fund at 10% annually over 30 years grows to approximately $43,600. Not from a special investment, not from taking any additional risk, from redirecting half of one raise. Every raise you let lifestyle inflation consume is a version of this decision. Multiply it by every raise over a career, and the number is the difference between a comfortable retirement and a delayed one.
One question for the comments. Which of the 4 patterns hit closest to home? Subscription creep, housing anchor, car payment cycle, or social spending drift? Drop it below, no judgment. I want to know which one this community recognizes most. I read every comment. So here's where we are. We've built the accounts. You know what to invest in. You know the order. You know how much to save. You know how to protect it from inflation. And now you know the pattern that quietly drains the fuel before it even reaches the engine. The Wealth Fundamentals series has one more video to close out the foundation. The next video covers something that ties every single video in the series together in one coherent system, and answers a question I get more than any other in the comments across all 8 videos. Where do I actually start if I'm starting from 0 today? That video drops next Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And if lifestyle inflation is something you've felt but never had a name for, share this video, because the one person who needs it most is the one who's been getting raises for 3 years and can't figure out where the money went. I'll see you guys Wednesday.